welcome back. So in this lecture we'll discuss about the principle of superposition. So principle of superposition states that if a object is acted upon by a number of forces on various segments of a body, then the net effect on the body is the sum of the effects caused by each of the force acting independently. On the respective segment of the body. So each segment can be considered in equilibrium. Each segment of body can be considered in equilibrium. So for this, first of all, we'll draw the free body diagram of each segment along with all the forces acting on it. Then we'll consider this segment into static equilibrium and we'll find out the effect of force on each segment, and finally we'll add up all the effects of all the segment to find out the cumulative effect over that body because of all the forces. So to understand this phenomena, let's consider one example. So suppose we are having one bar and this is acted upon by a force 50 kilonewton at this point. Let's say this is D point and there is a C point or this section, and one force is acting at this section which is 30 kilonewton, and there is another section B and there is one force of 20 kilonewton, and at A there is a force of 60 kilonewton, and this is 2 meter, this is 1 meter, and this CD is 3 meter, and diameter of this bar is 25 mm, and we are given with Young's modulus as 190 GPa. So here in this problem we need to find out the total elongation of this bar. So to find out the total elongation, let's consider all the segments. So we are having three segments, one is AB, second is BC, then CD. So first of all we'll find out the forces in each segment, and for that we'll draw the free body diagram of each segment. So we'll draw the free body diagram of AB. So this is our A, B, and here force is 60 kilonewton, and at this place force is, let's say, if we are considering the force at this in the rightward side as positive and in the inward side as negative, so this is minus 20. Then from B, all the forces which is acting at B or on the right side of the B will be here plus 30 and plus 50 kilonewton. So this becomes 60 kilonewton. So this AB segment is in the static equilibrium under the influence of this 60 kilonewton load, which is of tensile type. Now the free body diagram of this BC, this is our B point and this is our C point. So at the B there is one load of 20 and one load of 60 kilonewton. So this is 60. So this becomes 80 kilonewton load in outward direction, right? And at this place there is a load of 30 plus 50. So this becomes 80 kilonewton. So this BC segment is under the action of 80 kilonewton of tensile load. Now let's draw the diagram of CD segment. So this is our CD segment. So now at C, the forces acting on the C and all the forces on the leftward side from the C is, so here this is 60, then plus 20, then minus 30 kilonewton, and this becomes 60 plus 20, 80 minus 30, this becomes plus 50 kilonewton in outward direction, right? And at this is 50 kilonewton. So this CD segment is under the influence of 50 kilonewton of tensile load, and this segment is also in equilibrium. Now we can find out the elongation of each segment. That would be easy. So elongation of first segment AB, so we can find out delta L of AB, which is P under AB, which is P force on AB, L of AB over cross sectional area of AB and E of AB. Similarly, we can find out the delta L of BC, that would be P BC L BC over cross sectional area of BC and Young's modulus of BC segment. And similarly, we can find out the delta L over of CD, that would be PCD L length of CD, cross sectional area of CD and Young's modulus of CD. So here the total elongation delta L would be delta L of AB plus delta L of BC plus delta L of CD. So from here we know that the cross sectional area of each segment is equal, and that would be, we can say A of AB is equal to A of BC is equal to A of CD is equal to A, and that would be pi by 4 multiplied by diameter is given as 25 mm here. So we can use the diameter as 25 mm. So that would be 25 whole square pi by 4 d square. So this becomes 490.87 mm square. And as the material of all the segment is same, so Young's modulus for each segment is equal. So we can say E of AB, E BC and ECD equals to E, and which is given as 190 GPa, right? So here we can write P AB LAB over AE plus P BC LBC over AE plus P CD LCD over AE. So from here we can take 1 by AE out, and this becomes P AB LAB plus P BC LBC plus P CD LCD. So if we replace the value in this, then we'll get, so if we replace the value of force and length of each segment and area and Young's modulus, then the force in the first segment is 60 kilonewton, in the second which is 80 kilonewton, and in the third which is 50 kilonewton, and area already we have found out and Young's modulus is given to us. Then this becomes 1 by area is 490.87 and Young's modulus is given 190 GPa. So we can write 190 multiplied by 3 MPa. So this becomes 190 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3 MPa, and here P force in AB segment is 60 kilonewton and length of this is 2 meters. So this becomes 2000 mm plus force in BC segment is 80 kilonewton and length of BC segment is, so here length of BC segment is 1 meter and length of CD segment is 3 meter. So we can put the data. So this becomes 1000 1 meter plus 50 and length of this segment is 3 meter. So if we solve this, then delta L becomes 3.75 mm. So this is the principle of superposition. So we can find out the effect of all the forces on each segment. So here we find out the effect of all the forces on this segment, then on this segment and on this segment individually, and we can superimpose all the effect to find out the cumulative effect. So this is how we can approach this type of numericals. So thank you.